Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of CarX Drift Racing 2 with Broguhammer Auto House. Today we are going to break down the top 10 favorite cars in the game, in my opinion. So with that being said, we'll jump right into it. Number 10, the Phoenix NX. This is a Tier 2 car. Right now I have it maxed out at 778 horsepower and 837 nanometers of torque. I did swap the 3-liter i6 turbo, which is the 2JZ, into it. I run the Slide Performance body kit, but I figured I'd show you guys what other body kits are available for it as well. We're going to do this for each car so that you have an idea of what you can do and what you're capable of. The Phoenix NX is a super good car. It's obviously the Nissan S13, and you just can't go wrong with it. It's fantastic. Number 9, the Hachi Roku. Now, this is a Tier 1 vehicle. I have the 2-liter i4 turbo swapped into it, and I'm also running the Missile body kit, which I've actually looked to change up. I really like the D-Master kit, so maybe eventually I will switch to that. But this car is light, it's nimble, it's fast. I do think that you need to get an engine swap for it to be amazing, but otherwise it's just a really fun car to whip around. And like I said, I have that 2-liter turbo engine, a 4-cylinder in it, so it's kind of like an SR20 basically. Super fun car, super fast, like I said, and you can even put semi-slicks on this thing and it'll light them up. So highly suggest this car if you don't have it already. It is a Tier 1 car, so they're pretty cheap, and pretty cheap to upgrade all the way to Pro Drift 3 as well. They get more expensive as you move along. Number 8 is the Hakosuka. This car came late as an update vehicle, and then they had it as an event, I believe, is the way I got it. I do run the R&T body kit on it, but they do have a couple others available, as well as the C-Ute, which turns into a little pickup truck, which I thought was kind of cool. This one has 781 horsepower, 756 nanometers of torque, and is also a Tier 3 vehicle. Super fun car to drive, super fast and grippy. This thing is very similar to the Hachi Roku in the sense that it's super light and fast and nimble. So if that's the kind of car you're looking for, I highly suggest trying to get your hands on the Hakosuka. Otherwise, I kind of liked, the Japanese style with the cooler up front and the, stuff hanging in there, but it's up to you for your style. Number 7, the Interstate, and obviously this one is very new to the game. It was in the most recent update, and it was available on an event, which I believe is no longer available at this point, but it will come back eventually. Right now they're running an event that has the ER34, which is one that people were asking about, the Flash. This car is a great drift car. It's one of the bigger ones, but it's super fun and fast. Number 6, the Fujin SX. I just got this not too long ago as well, but it has 662 horsepower, 715 torque, and it's a Tier 3 vehicle. With these S chassis in these games, you really can't go wrong. They're so easy to drive, so easy to tune and kind of get to settle in and perform the way you want it. They have a Boss kit for it there, as you shown, and then the D-Master looks kind of like what Alec Honadell used to run in Formula Drift Pro 1. So definitely a great car. Highly suggest getting it if you don't have it. It is one you have to buy with gold, so you have to save up gold from the events, from the multiplayer, and even now in the top 32 they're giving out rewards for events as well. So fantastic car. I think pretty much all the S chassis are in this list, so if you don't own one of the S chassis, S13, 14, 15, definitely check them out and give them a fair shot, because they are really good. We're going to follow up the S14 with the S15, the Spectre RS. This one I do have the 3.8-liter V6 twin turbo swapped in, which is a motor out of a R35 GTR. And they have a lot of cool body kits for this car as well. The R&T is a great looking kit in my opinion, so that's what I ended up going with. Again, with this thing, you just can't go wrong with the S chassis. So if you guys haven't had them yet, give them a shot. Kind of a random livery here with some window stickers and stuff. I wanted to show you guys how to put these, so you can see I'm going to hit the little car button on the far top right, the little green circle, and that's going to decide if the vinyl goes on the body of the car, the window, or both. I've had a lot of people ask questions, how do you get decals on the windows? That's how. You just hit that little button up on the green circle and switch it, and you can put it wherever you'd like. So that is it for the Spectre RS. We're going to jump up to our next vehicle, number 4, the Horizon GT4. This was one of the cars I got very, very early on in the game. It's a tier 3 car, and it was really great, even with the factory motor, all modded up, Pro Drift 3. So super fun car, highly suggest it. Smooth drifting, fast, good grip. It's just, overall a great one. I know this list has a lot of Nissans in it, but they, for some reason, they were just built to drift, and they do a really good job of portraying that in the game. Super cool ProFlow body kit. I might end up getting that eventually, but right now I'm just running with the R&T. So engine-wise on this, I do also, if I haven't said it already, have the 3.8 liter V6 twin turbo out of the GTR, which this is a GTR, but that motor comes out of the newer GTRs. Kind of a pearlescent paint with chrome wheels. Livery, which is pretty much non-existent, it's just paint. The Falcon RZ, this is another one you have to pay gold in order to get, but I was pleasantly surprised after I bought this car how well it drifted. Comes factory with the rotary, obviously, and I actually ended up swapping in the 2 liter i4, so the SR20 into it, and it's even better with that. So like I said, you can't go wrong with the stock engine, but these engine swaps really do make a big difference in how these cars drive and perform and what they're capable of doing, with a little bit more power underneath the hood. Again, with the body kits on this one, I actually didn't do a body kit, and I just kind of did bumpers, side skirts, spoiler, headlights, and that kind of stuff. And I thought it looked really nice with that clean body lines, just stock body. Sometimes wide bodies make cars look better, and in my opinion on the RX-7 they just really don't. This car was so well designed from the factory that it doesn't really need any changes. So love the car, highly suggest getting it. Number 2, this was a tough one, the Carat Two. This is a, tier 3 car, and it only has like 650 horsepower, but I kid you not, this is probably my favorite. This one was almost a number 1 car, but I decided not to do that. But I did want to show you guys as well that you can change the quote-unquote ramp, they call it, which is the engine bay light color. And I feel like some people just don't know how, when you go into your parts, you go down to ramp, and you can click it, you can see the color through the sidewall, on the back bumper there, and a couple other areas. But this car is a big body drift car that slides around fantastically with not very much horsepower. Really smooth in drift, and I was so close to putting this number 1 because I've had it for a very long time, since early in the game, and if you don't have it, you need to get it, because you will be shocked at how well it drifts and drives and gets around the track. You can chase people really well with it. I don't even have any engine swaps unlocked for this yet, but I'm hoping I do soon, because I can only imagine this thing with a little bit more power under the hood would just be unstoppable. So really looking forward to that. I hope I get the 2J for it. I don't really care for the V8 swaps that they have in here. The RPMs and everything just doesn't seem right. And our final contestant, number 1, the Spark ZR. This thing is amazing. Like I said, it was a really close 1 and 2 between this and the Carat Two, but this took the cake. I mean, it's a tier 5 car. It's loaded. It's got 977 horsepower, 968 nanometers of torque, and it's just a freaking monster. So if you don't have this car yet, go out there and buy it. It's amazing. You won't regret it. But that's going to round out our top 10 cars, guys. So I appreciate the idea from one of the subscribers last week for this. If you guys have any questions, comments, or suggestions, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to hit that like button for me and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content of CarX Drift Racing too. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.